Okay, we're here. We're talking cosmic sexuality. We're talking twin flame sex. We're talking what is it like, what is the hype, and how do we move forward. But before we do, you know the deal. Thank you. My name's Pernell Bobby. I'm checking in with my partner here.
I'm Vanessa.
I'm Vanessa, and this is an incredible union that we happen to get. Honestly, it was something that really hit, I think, both of us by surprise, but at the same time, not really. Right?
Yeah, though maybe if I can put that in here, stop looking actively for your twin flame, stop looking for your soulmate, and they appear when you're ready.
Yeah, and that was the magic. The magic really began with the no, right? If you're really looking to have that twin flame sex, to have that sex that is just absolutely transcending the physical act of sex itself, which we know the porn industry and so much garbage information is out there about how to get a woman to an orgasm or how to get a man to an orgasm. When it really comes down to it, sex in general is something that I think and I look at as something much more sacred, something much more emotional, something much more, you could even say, spiritual. And so when you're talking twin flame sex, the magic of it is, as you know, it is basically one soul split into two separate bodies. And this is what I think is so beautiful about twin flame sex, right? It's like, you already know, it's basically me pleasing myself, and it's her pleasing herself. And that is where the orgasm is. That is where the pleasure is. That is where we can take it, her favorite subject, outside of sex has to always be the biggest spiritual explosion. Where you want to elaborate on that?
Yeah, I think often, especially in the spiritual community, we have so high expectations toward. Whoa.
Whoa!
Oh, it was a green.
The high expectations, green light on that. Turn down your high expectations around twin flame sex. Go ahead.
Yeah, we have so high expectations to have this full body orgasm, to have this enlightenment sexual experience, that we get so fixated on that we forget we are here in a human body, we are living a human experience, we have emotions, we are not perfect, and sometimes we just have sex to have sex. It doesn't always need to be the most magical experience.
Yeah, you know, I'm going to go out on a limb. I'm going to be bold right now. We got Leo and Mercury happening, which is all about being courageous with your speech. I'm going on a limb. Like, I say this to her oftentimes, and it's one of the funniest jokes you say. Look, she's already laughing. It's like, sometimes you just need some dick. I always just sit there and say that. I think it's one of the funniest things. I can easily say that and vice versa. Sometimes it's like, I just need some nani. Like, it don't even have to always be this thing.
Like, check out with P your natal chart, for example, because you can find that point. It doesn't need to be, it's very important. It's maybe not working for every sign. I think I have a Leo in Venus.
Yeah.
And that makes me
highly sexualized.
Yes.
Literally, like somebody
and sometimes
who needs
it's
a lot of
the only solution, because you could fight with me a whole day, but
that's just the solution. Like, they need physical contact. This is something major where,
and especially when we are on the step, like detaching from the media, detaching from porn industry, then we get into spiritual sex, and we think everything just needs to be soft and gentle. I think that's a big misconception we create.
And, you know, bringing it to twin flame sex, she's gonna love this. We just watched a show on Netflix called Sex Life, right? And it was about, can the woman have it all? You want to elaborate on that?
Yeah, I think that's a really big misconception we women have. We think we settle for the safe guy, for the guy who gives us a certain material stability, a certain emotional stability, but we tell ourselves we can't have a partner which we are highly attracted to. We maybe tell ourselves, oh, I don't need that physical attraction. Sex is not that important to me. I was doing that for a long time to myself. I was totally neglecting that I have a high sexual power, and that can really dim your light if you're telling yourself, oh, I don't need that, it's not that important. But it is important, and it's okay to have it all. And what we saw in that series, to have it all means literally to have it all. It's not just rainbows and butterflies, it's painful.
Yes, absolutely. It comes with a little bit of suffering. It comes with a little bit of a love-hate dynamic, a little push-pull. This is the thing. This is why I want to say twin flame sex itself is not something to really get the people the clarity behind it. It's not something to hype up, right? It's not something to chase. It's not something that you think you want. Like, the reality is, like, this is just our particular life path. This is not me making this video or her joining with me to say, this is the thing you want. This is the number one way to have sex. It's the best type of sex that you could ever have. This is nothing to do with that. Honestly,
and
anybody
especially
could.
if you have not found your twin flame yet, use that time to practice. Use that time to prep yourself. Use that time to connect yourself in your own way. Get to know yourself so good that you're ready. Because we were saying we wouldn't have been ready for each other in the beginning of the year.
Absolutely.
We wouldn't have. It's just a true story.
I met her 3 months after I think I was ready, right? Like, I had 3 more months. I just moved to Mexico. I had 3 more months. And if I met her in any of those 3 months prior, it would have just failed. And this is where, you know, when you're looking for this twin flame sex, twin flame union, it's more about divine timing. And that divine timing comes only when you stop chasing and looking for that twin flame. You cannot chase for them. You cannot look for them. And on top of that, I want to make this super duper clear, okay? I need you to come in close. I want to make this super duper clear. Okay, you ready?
I'm ready.
Here's my secret, okay?
Okay.
Not everybody in this lifespan will find their twin flame. Oh my God. It's not a mission to find them. This is something that I really want to...
And what do I do when I don't find my twin flame?
You just love yourself. This is the irony of even the whole twin flame union within itself. The whole mission of it, in a sense, is love. It's universal, unconditional, divine love. And when you give that to yourself, when you nurture yourself, when you fill your own cup up with all the things you think you're looking for in that other partner, that's when magically all the veils in heaven just open up and says, give this person their divine partner. Your divine partner does not equal a twin flame, and only that. Your divine partner does not mean only a soulmate, because we have many soulmates. And those soulmates are revealing to you what you would even want, what you would even like, what you might even enjoy in love, and the things that you would just absolutely despise and you don't want and you need to set boundaries against.
Yes, and really don't forget living in between, and don't chase a spiritual hunt for your twin flame or soulmate to have this sexual practice. Like, develop your own incredible sex life for yourself. How does it work? Discover that, and you can even discover that without having sex. There are so many amazing podcasts, education around sex. We are going to share way more about the topic of sex.
Yeah.
You can, even that, I count that as a spiritual sex practice to,
educate yourself, prepare yourself, you know, recognize the signs, know what is there, what's not there, learn about these different things like a lingam massage or a yoni massage. Learn
how can you please yourself?
Absolutely.
How can you touch yourself?
Absolutely.
We lost completely the relation towards touch. Self-touch. If you don't have a partner, don't sit there and pity yourself and say, but I don't have no one,
I'm
no
lonely,
one cares.
Yada, yada,
no.
yada. Take care of yourself.
Give yourself first the love
Absolutely.
you want to give others, because
Absolutely.
if you're not ready to give yourself love, how should you give it to others? You're going into a relationship with expectation that the other person will give you all you need, but that is never going to happen.
And that's probably more likely if you're watching this video, you find yourself maybe even blocked from having that sexual experience that you're really craving and looking for. You find yourself the way to give it to yourself, and the magic happens. But I want to give them a little more of the positives about this twin flame sex. I'm going to give them more like, what is the things to look forward to? What makes, in your personal opinion, what makes sex in that union, in that divine partnership so powerful, so desirable, such a craving for people globally?
Oh, yeah. That is a really hard question, because I need to be very honest with you here out there. I'm actually not really deep into the twin flame topic. So it's really hard to answer me. I see it more, what does our sex specifically makes it special for me? And then, of course, it's you, it's him. What's
They go to Leo, and I'm over here, Gemini and Venus, like, I want to float like a butterfly, sting like a bee.
No, for me, makes it so magical that we have an open table around sex. We talk about these topics. We have sex intuitively. Sometimes we have phases where we have more sex. Sometimes we have natural phases where we have no sex, and that's okay. But
there's plenty of ways to continue to explore. Like, I mean, even this morning, for a prime
heated
example,
conversations.
Heated conversation. But even think about an example of this morning.
Yeah.
Right? Like, this is just a space. It's just a time frame. Where it's like, you know what? I'm just going to give her a massage, literally. And my aim, I'll be honest, my aim was a massage to orgasm. That was part of the aim at a certain point when I recognized that she was really receptive to what was happening. But there was no intercourse, right? And this is what's so beautiful about, in general, that connection when you're hitting it at the highest level. When you really, this is what I think was some of the most appealing parts around why people even look to have this twin flame sex. It's like, it's a psychological and a spiritual and an emotional connection just as much as a physical connection, all right?
Yeah,
and it is all of it.
Probably that's a connection we naturally have, and this is what it makes so hard for me to explain even in words, that we understand ourselves without even words, even when it comes to sex. And you knew this morning, I'm not there to have sex, but the massage was beautiful to connect, and you respected the space where I'm at. And you didn't just try to have sex to get your desires fulfilled, and
exactly.
just to make me opening my legs and having sex.
That's the key. That is the key right there, and I think that's one of the big closing notes for this as I ask you to subscribe. The key with this is like, it's not about the penetration, okay? The whole beauty around the twin flame union in general is like, your relationship is ultimately so dynamic. It's so universal. I told her the other day, like, oh my God, I forgot I was dating you because you just feel like my best friend. Like, this is the beauty of it. And I think this is what people are really looking for in love and intimacy, is being close with your partner. And being close is more than just the sexual experience. So thank you for this. Like this video, please. Check out the Gemini and Venus video. We've seen that up there. I'm going to try to put it in.
And tell us if you are a twin flame union, if you have a soulmate, a divine partner, everything what's there for you.
Tell them to drop the twins emoji. Drop the emojis where they're holding hands like this. And what is the thing called? The twin emoji? Where they're just
I don't know. I just think we should do our own emoji.
Well, how are we going to tell them what to drop?
The twin emoji, yes.
The twin emoji?
Yes, the twin emoji.
Okay, boom. So I want you to drop the twin emoji when we're doing like this. Oh, you want to make your own emoji?
Yeah, I want to make my own emoji.
That's that.
Maybe it's ready. I don't know yet.
Look at that. That's Leo thing, being all regal, all royal, and holding hands, want to be in public. And it's like my Gemini be like, but I do like her.
He secretly loves it.
Oh my God, I do secretly love it. I do secretly love it. And so this is the beauty.
Don't tell anyone. Just tell us if you have your...
Take her out. Take her out.